Howdy, and welcome back. It's tubalcain again, your YouTube shop teacher, and this is part 2 of this wonderful adventure that we're taking to my friend Gary's clockmaking shop. And you know, take a look at the cup here. If you think that I have a lot of tools, I mean, you'll just be amazed at what Gary has. So if you haven't watched part 1, be sure and go back and look at that, where we explore his clockmaking shop and see all of his smaller tools, his miniature tools that are used to work on clock movements. But now we're going to move into his larger shop where he has, well, I guess you'd say full-size machinery, such as what I have here. And that's an adventure in itself. He has a very large shop, and I haven't even begun to show you what he has as far as a clock collection. And we probably won't cover that, but I have been through his house, upstairs and downstairs. He has clocks and watches of all kinds, antiques, but he has specialized in collecting the West clocks, which was the local factory. And in fact, he wrote the book on it. And I mean that literally, so you probably can find that on the internet. So let's get started now with part 2, and I think you'll enjoy this. Hello again, this is tubalcain, your YouTube shop teacher, and this is part 2 of a video shop tour with my friend Gary. In part 1 we covered all of the clockmaking equipment he had and the smaller tools, but now we're going into his other shop, which is a combination wood shop and metalworking shop, and he's got a lot of tools in here, a lot more than what I have. Thank you for inviting us, Gary. All right, in this corner we've got a jet drill press floor model, and then a little bit smaller. What do we? What kind of
like this is a Hamilton?
It's a
kind of like the ones you had.
All right, so that's a precision drill press.
Yeah, and that came out of the West Clocks plant.
Oh, that did.
Yeah.
Hamilton. The motor is on the back.
Yeah, it's a
with a round belt.
And then the table goes up and down, and then this.
And you know, I never heard of a Hamilton. Pretty neat. There's the tag, and it'll run with about a 1/2,000th run out, you say. Table's in very good condition.
And you can put that to whatever position you want.
Oh yeah. So if you were doing repetitive work, it would be in a convenient position for you. Here's Gary's general bench. Look at all the tools there. Makes me drool. And he's been doing some plastic casting here.
I'm trying to repair. This has got a part missing here.
Okay.
And the backside is similar but not exact. So I've got some molding putty. I'm going to try to cast the backside and then apply that to the front.
What kind of material is this?
It's pot metal.
It's pot metal, zinc, a zinc alloy. Okay, yeah. Now,
zinc, maybe lead, zinc and lead. Kind of.
Yeah, they use so many. And how old do you think that is?
Well, that's probably from the 1800s. Yeah.
Was that made by the so-called slush casting process,
Probably.
you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, which gave them quite a bit of detail.
Right. Yeah, there's quite a bit of detail in that.
Yeah, sure is.
So once I get that done and get it all sanded, then I'll decide if I'm going to paint it and how I'm going to paint it.
What do you got in that drawer, mister?
Okay. Some silver and Deming drills. I don't know, they don't fit though, you know.
Yeah.
So then some of the wedges that you've had in your videos.
Oh yeah,
make them.
You gotta have wedges.
Some of these, and sometimes you got to modify them.
Yeah, about half of the ones I have been ground on.
Ground on, you know.
Or beat on.
Beat on, so this one I made out of brass. So trying to get things apart.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got countersinks and various accessories for drilling.
With
Yeah, all
press
kinds of-
things together and
Sure.
press them apart. Yeah. So usually I have to make them.
That's what I need as a press, but I need a bigger one, probably a hydraulic. And
Yeah.
they take up so much floor space considering how often you use them.
I use it more than you think. A lot of times the
Do you?
barrels on the clock's got to be pressed together, and you know. So
So-
this is a handy tapping machine.
Okay.
So if you want to tap something, you can put it in here and hold it, and put your tap in there. And I didn't push it in all the way.
Yeah. So you're perfectly perpendicular.
Yep. There it goes.
Yep.
So then you could tap something. Now, since I have this, I haven't broken a tap.
But you got to be careful because you got an awful lot of leverage there, don't you?
Yeah.
But at least you're going in straight. And what does it say there?
It's a grizzly.
So it's a Grizzly hand tapper. Okay.
Yeah.
A little Enco horizontal cutoff saw. Has that been pretty
That's
efficient?
handy.
It's
Yeah.
pretty handy. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Cut fairly square.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Gary has a drilling milling machine. He said it's from Horror Freight, and it's a central machine. And what does that say? Complex machine.
Complex machine. That's what they call it.
What the heck does that mean?
I guess it's hard to operate.
And has it been okay though?
It's been okay. The only thing I don't like about it is if you have longer tooling and you got to raise this, you lose your position
Yeah,
with the round column.
sure.
So
I've heard that complaint from just about everyone that owns one.
but I've got the power feed on it.
Did that come with it, or did,
No, that's separate.
Okay.
I bought that separate.
did you buy this new or used?
New. This is new.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is probably again back in probably 1996 or somewhere in 98, between 96 and 98.
Again, what do you got in that drawer?
Okay. So 1, 2, 3 blocks.
Oh, you got plenty of them.
I've got the thing that'll fit on the
Yeah, Indicol, I always called them.
call. And, you
Oh
want
yeah,
one of those with the
coaxial. I think.
coaxial. Some
Yeah, you got all kinds of goodies.
wigglers, and sometimes I make jaws special for holding round objects.
Yes, I recognize that. But that's homemade.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Nice job.
Some angles, parallels in this drawer. And then I got a
Oh yeah, yeah, I got some of them.
5C
Yep,
for the collets.
those are pretty handy.
Yep. And I've got some
All kinds of
Different
cutting tools,
cutting tools.
V-blocks, hold downs, angle plate.
So over in here, so I've got it's ER32 collets.
Okay.
So I can put them on the, this is an R8 spindle, so I could put them on that or I could put them on the lathe. And here I've got my reamers.
A lot of reamers.
Some longer drills. The reamer set A to Z.
Oh, that's a nice set.
And this one is 1 to 80, but I'm missing a few. Gotta buy some. And then these are fractions. Reamers and fractions. And some more reamers.
Well, you're pretty well equipped. And up here we got 5C collets.
C collets and R8s.
And the R8. And,
These are kind of a specialty. Goes in the tailstock for drilling.
oh yeah, crotch center,
Yeah.
I always called them.
And that's a...
And then over there, some tooling, quick change tooling, and selection of chucks. Got a height gauge up there, almost looks like a Mitutoyo.
Nah, it's a off-brand.
It's a knockoff of a Mitutoyo,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's pretty serviceable.
Worked out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I don't even see a name on it. And this I use for, I put it in my quick change, and if I want to have something in here it's not running true, you run that up against it and it'll true it up.
Oh yes, I've
So
seen those on YouTube. Quite a few people have
Yeah.
those. Gary has a Grizzly lathe here, 9-inch, and it has proven pretty serviceable. He had a little chatter problem in the compound and made some modifications, but for his purposes here, he's had pretty good luck with this machine.
the chuck is a Bison.
Did that come with it?
No,
or-
that's separate.
Okay.
And when I did the back plate, I had just a little bit of play in there so I could get it so it runs pretty true. So I'm pretty close to a thousandth or less
Oh, that's-
run out on a
yeah,
half
that-
an inch stock.
That's great.
So because I can true it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like a monster lathe compared to the the jeweler's lathes. And plenty of drills and all of other related equipment that you need in a machine shop. And he's got a Craftsman
Toolbox.
toolbox here
Got
with,
some of the change gears for the. I have a couple of reamers for the small sizes for
oh yeah, broaches.
approaches. Yeah. There's some of the. This is a keyway brooch set. Small though.
Yeah. Minute Man.
So, in this drawer I got some micrometers. Okay, the starets. And these are that's an off-brand. So that's 3 to 4, and that's 1 to 2, or
Uh-huh.
you have a starret level.
Pretty, I like those levels.
I think that one's brown and sharp. Micrometer. Some of the indexable tooling.
Mm-hmm.
Boring bars. Now for this lathe here, it's a 3 Morse taper, and so I made a fixture to go in the lathe for 3C Collets. And then that's the drawbar, and that's Schedule 40 water pipe, plus the aluminum handle. And then I was making tool posts for it to fit on without the compound.
Mm-hmm.
The boring parts. So some more cutters.
A lot of high-speed seal there too, isn't there?
Yeah.
I still like to use high-speed seals for certain jobs.
There's your arbors. And your countersinks. And I have a
Oh yeah.
tool post.
I got one of those. Matter of fact, I had 2 of them.
And don't laugh now. This is my homemade knurling tool. It's water pipe and an angle iron.
And
But
it works okay?
It works okay.
All right, then I'm not laughing.
Got by with it. And got some milling cutters in here.
And you could never have enough.
And some of the other
That's a big one.
big ones. Yeah. And this came with the milling machine. And then I've got the boring. Some more milling cutters.
Oh yeah.
These are the saw blades.
You know, Gary, you need to start making videos. You got everything you need here to have a very good channel.
Yeah.
And all the skill too.
So,
And you were a teacher for how many years?
6 years.
6 years he was a teacher, but in science.
Right.
And over here a Kennedy box.
I like that one. That's a Brown and Sharp.
There seems to be no end here to your machinist tools.
Lufkin.
Oh, I love Lufkin.
Yeah, that's Lufkin. And old Starrett depth gauge. That's for measuring holes up to
Oh yeah. Inside micrometer,
inside,
Arco.
yeah. Some standards in there. Drill gauges, not too much exciting in here.
Acme.
I think that's an Acme one.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
Yeah.
Radius gauges and 45 degrees. Starrett.
Radius gauges. Starrett, of course. Miscellaneous drawer, protractors and so on.
Nothing much in there. These are feeler gauges in here. Just
Yeah, feeler gauges, telescoping gauges,
the fairly large size too.
big ones.
And that's a set. Hole gauge.
Hole gauges, it'll go to a flat
Got
bottom.
a flat bottom.
This side of the shop is devoted to mainly woodworking tools. So we've got a bell saw surfacer here. Looks like it's about 12 inch maybe.
Yeah.
And a big, this is a Craftsman.
Craftsman, they don't make it anymore.
That's the commercial?
Yeah. It's only a 1 3/4 horse, so it's kind of a
Okay.
hybrid saw they call it.
It is in fact the Craftsman Professional, which was one of their better ones. With the big, like Bismeier fence or...
Right. Yeah, that's made in USA, made in China, and the blade was made in Germany. It came with it.
And a DeWalt chop saw. Ryobi spindle sander over there. And then right next to me here is a Craftsman belt sander, disc sander combination. And here we have an American-made Hawk scroll saw and a surface sander. What make is that?
Supermax.
Supermax, okay. And you know, you can never have enough clamps.
I think they're owned by Laguna now. So it was on wheels, so I can pile it up.
Well, there's no end to the tools here. He's got a bandsaw here, Craftsman 12 inch, and a shear, a hand shear, and a couple smaller sanders there, and yet...
And that's one of your favorites over there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you saw that video.
Yeah.
You know, I was greatly criticized in that video. Many people said, I've got one of those and I love it. So somebody said, well, yours has been dropped, so I guess mine was damaged, so I got
It
it.
does track pretty well.
And we got yet another toolbox back there. Gary built this house some years back. He's, like I say, he can do about anything. And some of this equipment might have been used for that, but here's a Craftsman radial arm saw, and over on this side a mortiser and a grinder. And
Lathe is a J.C. Penney's. It's old enough to be a J.C. Penney's.
J.C. Penney
Made
lathe.
by Delta.
Made by Delta.
Yeah, it's a Delta 11-inch.
I'm really surprised to see the name J.C. Penney on that. But you say it's made by Delta and it's a gap bed. It's a pretty nice machine. And he's got plenty of chisels up here and other accessories related to wood turning. Wire brush. Quite a shop you have, and there is a dust control system here as well. And filters and everything, because dust is always a problem in a shop like this. Okay, what is this in the red box? I don't understand this.
This is a ER32 Collets, and this is 1-inch 8 thread.
Okay, so that's the adapter.
Fit on there.
Uh-huh.
Like that.
And then
I can change the collets.
okay, I understand now.
So
Yeah.
in addition to that, I have the 4-jaw scroll chuck. This is a Nova, Super Nova,
Okay.
and I have different jaws for it. So you could hold wood in there and turn it.
Okay, that's designed for woodworking.
Woodworking, yeah.
So down in the cabinet we have an index head,
Spin, yeah, indexer, and then the
index head, and a spin index hiding
Yeah, the
under there
plates.
someplace too. And there's the plates.
and that's phase 2.
The ever popular spin index.
And then I modified so I could put it on the mill.
Yeah, mine's been modified too. Well, this pretty much concludes the shop tour here in Gary's basement. And I thank you very much, Gary, for spending time with us in this two-part video and showing us around your shop. And we sure did enjoy it. And leave a comment now if you like this shop and enjoy the things that he's doing here regarding primarily clock making and everything that's associated with it. So, in behalf of Gary and myself, tubalcain, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.